Now we will move to unit vectors. What are unit vectors? Well, let's say you have a vector in the space, and let's say the magnitude of this vector may be 5 units. Yeah, let's say the magnitude of the vector is 5 units. Well, unit vector means a vector, a vector in the same direction as the given vector. So the direction should be parallel. The direction should be parallel to the given vector. But at the same time, its magnitude should be equals to 1. The magnitude should be equals to 1. So this is the basic understanding you should have about unit vectors. All right. Now, how can we find the unit vectors? Well, to find this magnitude from 5, we are making the magnitude of 5 to 1. How can we do that? Well, we are dividing the vector into equal 5 parts. That's what's happening. So if you know the magnitude of the vector, if you know the magnitude of the vector and you divide it by the specific magnitude, and you divide it by this specific magnitude, you will be left with value 1, the magnitude 1. So this is what actually happens when you're finding unit vectors. Let's say there is a vector x, and you have to find the unit vector in the direction of x. Well, we can say this will be equals to unit vector parallel to x will be equals to vector x. Okay, so we will have the vector x divided by magnitude of x. So this can be given as 1 over magnitude of x multiplied by the vector x. This is how we normally find the unit vectors. All right. So what are the key points that you should take away? Unit vectors magnitude. The magnitude of unit vectors is equals to 1. Okay. Magnitude of unit vectors is equals to 1. And the second thing is this specific equation that you should be able to apply when you're facing questions. Well, let's try a question right now. Let's say there is a vector x which is equals to 6, 6, 3. Let's say the question says that we have to find the unit vector that is parallel to x. Well, we know the equation that unit vector that is parallel to x is equals to 1 over modulus of x into x. Well, what is the modulus of x? Well, we know how to find that. Modulus of x or the magnitude of x will be equals to square root of 6 squared plus 6 squared plus 3 squared. And that will be equals to 36 plus 36 plus 9, which is equals to square root of 81, which will give us 9 units. So what do we have here? This will be equals to 1 over 9 and vector 6, 6, 3. And this is how you are going to apply the unit vector equation when you need it. And let's verify whether this is correct. Okay, if this is correct, the value, the value should be equals to the modulus of this specific vector should be equals to 1. Let's say this is equals to y. Okay, let's say y is the unit vector that is parallel to x. So that will be equals to 1 over 9, 6, 6, 3. Well, now, shall we check whether the magnitude of y is equals to 1? If it is equals to 1, you have found the correct answer. So let's check. This is equals to 6 over 9, 6 over 9, and 3 over 9. All right. This can be given as 2 over 3, 2 over 3, and 1 over 3. Okay, so now let's check the modulus of y or the magnitude of y. It will be equals to 2 over 3 whole thing square plus 2 over 3 whole thing square plus 1 over 3 whole thing square. That will give me 4 over 9 plus 4 over 9 plus 1 over 9. So this is equals to 9 over 9, which is equals to 1 unit. So we have indeed found the correct answer. Okay. So you have to keep in mind that the modulus of vector I is equals to modulus of vector j is equals to modulus of vector k. Why? These are unit vectors in specific directions of the space given. So this will be equals to 1. Always keep this in mind. Now, let's do a question, okay, that can be a little bit complex. So let's try this. Let's say the question states, find a vector of length 4 units that is parallel to the vector given. Let's say the given vector is z, which is equals to 3, minus 1, and 2. So we have to find a vector that is of length 4 units. So first of all, we will find the unit vector of z. Okay, and let's name it as, I don't know, a. So a will be equals to 1 over modulus of z into z. First of all, we have to find the modulus of z. So z will be equals to square root of 3 square plus minus 1 whole thing square plus 2 square, which is equals to square root of 9 plus 1 plus 4. So that is equals to square root of 14. So I can write down this is equals to 1 over square root of 14 into 3 minus 1, 2. But this is not the question. We have to find a vector of length 4 units. Since we know the modulus of A, okay, the modulus of A will be equals to 1. Modulus of A will be equals to 1 because that is the unit vector in the direction of Z. So if this is equals to 1 unit, well, I can simply find a vector that is of 4 units. How? I can multiply both sides by 4. And that will give me a vector of 4 units in magnitude. So what I have to do here is I have to multiply this specific vector by 4. So that is scalar multiplication, obviously. So it will be, let's say the vector is equals to, I don't know, b. Then b will be equals to 4 over square root of 14, 3 minus 1, 2. You can simplify further, but this is the main idea that you should be able to do when it comes to magnitude of vectors and unit vectors. Thanks for watching the 7th video in our vector series. If you found this explanation of unit vectors helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest videos. Check out the full playlist to master vectors, and don't forget to follow us on Instagram. I'll see you in the next video. Until then, keep learning and stay curious. Bye-bye.